Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 17th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But let's see what's going on for you here, Sagittarius. Definitely, I feel a lot of opportunity coming up for you here. You show up, you and a bunch of signs have been showing up as themselves this week, which is nice. It kind of puts you in a position of power and strength, allows you to get what you want. So I definitely like to see that. But let's see here what we have for you, Sagittarius. You have this Sandpiper spirit. This card says be playful. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for some of you, it could just be talking about needing to be playful. This week, you have the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the World in this row. It's actually a pretty good row. Even with that Two of Swords, it's just like, I feel like it's saying, don't rush into a commitment here. This is quite a simple reading. I always shoot myself in the foot by telling everybody what the reading is before I actually get through it. But for a lot of you, I just feel like this is new love. And I feel like the reading is just saying, don't rush, take your time, and be as playful as you possibly can. There's more stuff here, of course, but I feel like you need to maintain a playfulness this week. You start off with the Two of Swords, like I said, Queen of Wands, in the World. I definitely feel like this Queen of Wands is you being very attractive at this time. So in the World card would say get out into the world. So if you're looking for love, I mean, yes, I understand that we have coronavirus going on, but there are ways to date. I know plenty of people that are dating. So if you're looking for love, I would just get out there or do whatever you can with that Queen of Wands. For some of you, I feel like this isn't even dating. I feel like someone is just telling you that they're interested in you here, Sagittarius. We're going to clarify at the end. This has been upside down the whole time, but we're going to clarify at the end with the maybe Lenormand, and we're going to see what comes up. But I feel like for some of you, this could be communication that someone is interested in you. I feel like it could be an Aquarius, a Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Cancer. Those are the signs that are really standing out to me here. Could be another Sagittarius, I suppose, as well, but those are the signs that stand out. Could be a water sign in general. But I feel like there's a lot of attraction here. For others, I feel like you're very intuitive at this time, and I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like you're seeing a lot of signs and symbols in your life, like repeating numbers. Maybe you're literally seeing signs. Like, I feel like some of you could literally be asking the universe for signs, and I feel like you're getting them with that Queen of Wands. So I feel the universe is kind of like really guiding you right now. For others, I get completion of goals on this World card. So maybe some of you are wrapping up goals that you're trying to achieve in work or business. This Two of Swords, I feel like, is just saying don't rush for some reason. The Two of Swords, that's not what the Two of Swords represents, Sagittarius. If you don't know, I read intuitively. I don't just regurgitate card meanings, but what keeps popping into my head with that Two of Swords is that it's saying don't rush or don't rush into something. You even have the Temperance card and the Four of Wands. I mean, this could literally be saying don't rush into marriage, but I feel like it's saying, like, don't rush, enjoy the journey or something like that. Yeah, you even have this embracing card here. I want to clarify this for you, Sag. And you have the, you have this gateway card as well. Yeah, I feel like some of you, it's like, look you have this gateway card. The Four of Wands is a gateway. The Four of Wands is a finish line. A lot of people read it as a card of marriage. To me, it can be a card of marriage, but it's not the best card of marriage. The people on the Four of Wands have already been married, and it's more of a card of a finish line, or reaching some sort of finish line. But you have this like embracing card. I feel like it's almost like saying embrace the process, enjoy the process that you could be going on at this time in your life. I feel like we all do this, right? It's like we want to get to the end. We want to get somewhere where we feel like we're going to be happy, but it's like we never get there, right? So for some of you, I feel like this is kind of just saying, like, enjoy the process, enjoy the ride in your life. In this row here, you have the Temperance card, the Chariot, and the Judgment card as well. I'm getting something about a car here popping into my head as well with that Chariot card. For some of you, I feel like this could be needing a second opinion. I feel like I said this to you last week as well. So if you're buying a car, or if you're thinking about doing something to your car, getting it fixed, I feel like a second opinion is very necessary for you here with the Judgment card as well. That's what's popping into my head. For others, I feel that you're about to go on some sort of journey. The Temperance card is a card of patience. It represents your energy. As I said, I love when people show up as themselves. It puts you in a position of power and strength for the reading. But there's this path going to this crown here on the Temperance card. But the Temperance card also says, like, something needs to change. This angel is pouring water back and forth between these two cups. And it's kind of like something needs to change. This card represents alchemy. And I feel like for some of you, it's like you need to turn one thing into another. This Judgment card would tell me that maybe some sort of wake-up call or an understanding is going to get you moving forward on a journey with this Chariot card. So definitely moving towards a victory here. No matter which diagonal we take, by the way, it's like Two of Cups, you're moving towards a soulmate. The Four of Wands, 11-11, could be moving towards a twin flame energy. But you have this Seven of Swords right here. It's almost like some of you, it's like maybe you're trying to decide, or maybe in the future you will have to make a choice between someone who's like a false twin flame and like a real twin flame, or a false soulmate and a real soulmate, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like some of you will have a choice here. We'll talk about that more in a minute. For some of you, I feel like this could be a person trying to come back from the past. But I would be careful of anyone returning from the past here with this Judgment card and the Seven of Swords. It's like someone coming back here telling you all these things. But I'm really focused on the mountains here. On this Judgment card is what I'd say to you, Sagittarius. There are these mountains back there, and it's kind of like a lot of obstacles. Sometimes I think we can get into these situations where it's almost like we love a person, but maybe there are 1.5 billion obstacles to being together with that person. And maybe it's really hard to let that person go, but sometimes, kind of like the feeling I'm getting here is it's like sometimes we just have to be honest with ourselves and just say, there are just too many obstacles. As much as I love this person, there's just no way that we're going to make this happen. You do have the Temperance card, which does say you could overcome these obstacles, but really, I feel like it's saying that you're just not rushing into anything at this time. I feel like it's talking about patience. For others, I feel like it's like you are finally realizing what your path is in life in general. It's like you're discovering your purpose, and that's going to lead to a victory. Next, you have this Never-Ending Story card here. I feel like some of you could be involved in a never-ending story with a person here, Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like someone left you out in the cold. You have this Orphaned card here as well, Sagittarius. Yeah, TikTok, it's like time is running out with this person. I feel like time has been running out with this person for a long time. If you've been dealing with a person where they left you out in the cold, maybe they made you feel like an orphan. Maybe they literally hurt you that bad. I feel like time has run out. And I feel like you see that with that TikTok card. For others, I just feel like you're sick of feeling that feeling. So it's like, with the Never-Ending Story card, it's like you've just been feeling it over and over and over again. But it's like hard because maybe there's a strong connection with the Two of Cups. Again, in this row, you have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So for some of you, I feel like it's like you're trying to discover the truth. I feel like these are two different people, two different situations here. The Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. It's like one person is maybe a stepping stone soulmate. The Two of Cups to me represents stepping stone soulmates. I do consider it a good card. But every once in a while, I feel like it could represent someone where we have a very deep connection to them, but a stepping stone soulmate is just someone who's here to teach us a lesson, someone who's here to maybe guide us towards something new. And that's kind of what I get here. So if you're having a hard time like moving on from a person, maybe it's just a stepping stone soulmate. I feel like maybe there was lying, cheating, and stealing going on in that situation, but it's almost like you're moving on from that situation. For some of you, I don't really feel like it's that dramatic. I feel like you could have just been with a person who just is more of like a lone wolf. It's like they just won't allow someone in their life. You have that Orphan card. Maybe they have attachment issues. Maybe they have like an avoidant attachment style or something like that. And it's kind of sad because maybe they just can't attach to a person, and that could be a problem. But you have this Four of Wands. So I'm going to stop babbling. Let's clarify this so we can actually see what's going on. Between the Two of Swords here and the Temperance card, you have the Six of Diamonds. This is you stepping into your power. The Six of Diamonds is called the Clover, and it represents like a 4-leaf clover. If you were a 4-leaf clover in a patch of 3-leaf clovers outside, Sagittarius, you wouldn't feel very special. All the other little 3-leaf clovers, as I always say, would be making fun of you because you had an extra leaf. You wouldn't know that you were kind of a symbol of luck and great luck as well. So it's kind of like a card of imposter syndrome, but it's also a card of stepping into your power because it's like you're realizing how special you are. And Temperance, you. So that's what I feel there. Between the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, you have the Seven of Hearts here. It's called a tree. It's kind of like a family tree. Some of you could be hoping to find someone that you can have a family with and have a commitment with. For others, I feel like some of you could be going back to the past, but not in love here, Sagittarius. This is you going back to your roots. So you could be going back to your family. Maybe you're going and visiting family. Maybe you're moving back to where you came from. So you could be going back home or traveling back home with the Seven of Hearts. You could, maybe you had a certain job or business. You could be going back to that with the Seven of Hearts. With the World in the Judgment card, you have the King of Cups here, or the King of Hearts. This is called the house or the home. Again, some of you definitely could be traveling here back home with these cards. For others, this is like the King of Hearts is someone who makes you feel like home, who makes you feel safe, secure, comfortable, and protected. So it definitely could be love coming in for you. Between the Temperance card and the Four Wands, you have the Ten of Spades here. This is called the ship or the boat. It's like a boat on the ocean, and it represents movement. There's a lot of movement energy here, a lot of travel energy. Some of you could be moving or traveling here with this energy. A lot of people say coronavirus, you can't move or travel. I'm moving and traveling at the end of this month. So I'm doing it. So I feel like some of you could be doing it. Obviously, if you're not, then, take what resonates, leave the rest, as I always say. So some of you could be moving or traveling here. For others, I feel that's just a change. I feel like you're just going through a change in your brain, more or less, about what you're willing to accept in relationships. So it's like you're just making that change. Between the Chariot here and the Seven of Swords, you have the Five of Spades, a breakup. Five of Spades is not a real Lenormand card. I'm using this maybe Lenormand, and again, it just has some extra playing cards in it. And to me, the Five of Spades is a card of a breakup. In this deck here, they consider it a card of moving. So you have a bunch of cards of moving here: the World, the Chariot, the Five of Spades, the Ten of Spades, a lot of moving energy. It's also a card of momentum as well. It kind of says, like, once you let go of the past, once you let go of something that has been holding you back, there will be great momentum. So for some of you, I feel like letting go of the past is actually going to improve your life quite significantly. Between the Judgment card and the Two of Cups, you have the Seven of Clubs. Someone was like breadcrumbing you here. This isn't really breadcrumbing. To me, the Six of Pentacles is more of a breadcrumbing card in the tarot, but the Seven of Clubs is called the Mice, and it represents like someone very, very slow moving. But I just feel like you just didn't see the progress you desired with a person, this stepping stone soulmate. So it's like maybe you're moving on to true love here. Let's see what comes up. For your top row outcome, you have the Three of Diamonds. It's called like lightning in this deck. It could represent some sort of surprise. I feel like in this deck, they do consider it like a positive surprise, a positive outcome. So maybe some of you are making a very, very rapid change here with this top row, and it's probably a positive outcome. To me personally, Three of Diamonds in the playing card says you need to be very careful with your paperwork. It's not a bad card in the playing card reading system, but it is a warning card, and it just warns against kind of like mistakes with paperwork. So I would just double check any important paperwork that you're doing this week. In your middle row, Four of Hearts, love it. Four of Hearts, again, is not a real Lenormand card, but it's a card of love. In the playing card reading system, to me, it's a card of like a perfect match. So I do feel like there could be a perfect match coming in for you here, Sagittarius, or just a person who makes you very happy. Love it. Also a card of moving, by the way. Four of Hearts is actually a card of moving for work specifically. So I do feel like some of you could be moving for work here. Look at this. In your bottom row outcome, you have the Ten of Hearts. You want loyalty. Ten of Hearts is called the dog, and it just represents loyalty in relationships, or someone who's going to be loyal to you. So I feel like you want someone who's loyal. But again, with that Seven of Swords, to me, I'm not one of those readers that's always like, oh my God, Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing every single time. It could mean that, but again, it could just represent someone who, it's kind of sad. It could represent someone who can't attach. It could represent someone who has some emotional issues, and they're like afraid of getting into relationships. But it's like we also can't save those people no matter what we do. So this Ten of Hearts, I feel like, is saying that there's someone loyal coming in for you here, someone good. Yeah, you have the Nine of Spades here as well, someone who can attach. The Nine of Spades is called the anchor, literally someone who can commit coming into your life here. Yeah, King of Diamonds, your true soulmate. I wanted to clarify this Three of Diamonds. So this could be a surprise. The King of Diamonds is called the fish, could be a Pisces, but the King of Diamonds doesn't have to be Pisces. It could be any sign. King of Diamonds just represents a harvest, or so again, financially, it could represent a harvest. It could also represent a perfect match in love. It's like your true soulmate. So I feel like for some of you, that could be a true soulmate coming in for you. Yeah, someone very attractive, Queen of Clubs, very seductive type of person here that's coming in for you here, Sagittarius. There's like a lot of attraction between you and this person. So if this is someone new, I feel like there's a lot of attraction. It could be someone you know, but I would say it's someone that you've never dated. Again, you do have the Judgment card here, which could be someone from the past, but this is just a general reading. But for most of you, like I said, I would not go back to the past here with this stuff. Yeah, Four of Diamonds. Four of Diamonds, like holding on too tightly to the past. It's like things will, like I said, with all this top stuff here that I clarified, it's almost like if you do stick to this person from the past, it's just going to like be the same old story, never-ending story, and it's just going to be really slow. So I would be careful of that situation. With the Four of Hearts here, you have the Four of Spades. Four of Spades is a card of recovery. So I do feel like some of you could be recovering from love situations, but a lot of moving energy here as well, Sagittarius. So that seems to be the main thing that I would say to you here. I feel like a move would be very good for you. Chariot and the Five of Spades. Again, this Five of Spades is a card of momentum. It's like saying some sort of change is going to lead to your life speeding up. Some sort of change is going to lead to major positive changes in your life. So yeah, I love this for you, Sagittarius. This is really good. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.